Hello everyone, and welcome to
Second episode
of I&I Poly at home. I'm Jalen.
And I'm Ryan.
Here at iPoly, students can choose from a variety of interest groups and clubs. The latest of these is the Model UN Club. Here's EJ with more insight.
Model United Nations, often called MUN, is an international program which imitates the conferences held by the actual United Nations, but led by high school students. Each school creates their own small team of delegates who, with the help of other students and teachers involved with the program, are responsible for researching and writing documents related to certain topics. These topics are based on conflicting interests between two or more different countries. For instance, one of the most recent events held at Gar High School saw students tasked with solving problems related to current conflict between Israeli and Palestine. After the students have researched their topic, they will be assigned a country from a list of those who are involved with the issue, and then they must accurately represent and argue for that country's perspective in a debate format. MUN provides an opportunity for students to go out of their comfort zones. Students must travel to different places around the world and interact with people from entirely different backgrounds from their own. Additionally, events require teams of students from different schools to work together by forming blocks, which are teams of different countries united under one goal. Through this process, students become familiar with other ways of thinking and expand their perspective. Additionally, students who represent their school as delegates must participate in debates where they must be forthcoming and vocal about their country's perspective. Students must use and develop their presentation and debate skills in order to succeed within the drawn-out structure of their debates.
Hello, I'm Mr. McKinney. I run and operate the Model United Nations Club at iPoly, and I'm really excited and happy about it. The reason why I decided to start the Model United Nations Club is because so many students were asking me to start the Model United Nations Club. It's something that's been asked for. Students really want to do work and projects that are applicable, that are related to their interests, and more importantly, something that has like a goal to it. So rather than just doing work for the sake of doing work, you're kind of doing this research and you're doing, it is a lot of work, but it's very rewarding work because at the end of the day, you get to show up and you get to perform well at a conference. And having that goal of teaching you to perform a specific goal and task is something that I realize students really want and they really need. And I want students to be able to perform in that. I want them to be able to achieve those goals if that's what they want. Who do I think should join Model United Nations? Honestly, I don't think there's anyone where this would be a detriment. Every student would benefit from it. But if you're asking like which type of personality, if you're planning on going to college, if you're planning on taking that next step in your education, maybe even beyond a bachelor's degree, if your goal is to get a master's degree or a PhD in a certain field, Model United Nations is going to give you that foundation to perform well. Because really colleges are asking for students to be able to think critically, to gather information and not just regurgitate information, but to take out the key phrases and sources information out of these sources and form their own argument. And Model United Nations asks students to do that. It teaches you how to write critically. How can you write a condensed proposition where you get all your ideas in a very short amount of space that has a lot of information? Model United Nations teaches you how to do that. Also, it looks great on college application. So if you're looking for college, if you're looking to go anywhere in leadership positions when you're older, anything from politics to even if you're planning on going into business and you want to know how to just be a people person, Model United Nations is a club that can help you build those foundations. But very much like anyone who's interested to contact me to ask to join, we're looking to build this club up and we want it to be something that's fun, exciting, and something the whole school can get behind. So, thank you.
Through MUN, students can gain a more global perspective, which also improves their public speaking and collaborative skills. Students are encouraged to work together and think outside of the box in order to succeed within the complex environment of the MUN conference. If you're interested in learning more about MUN, you can visit their website at nmun.org. If you are interested in becoming involved in iPoly's MUN program, then please contact our sophomore history teacher and MUN program manager, Mr. McKinney.
Thanks, EJ.
The Critical Issues Club focuses on bringing awareness to issues like non-proliferation and disarmament. Here's Patrick to tell us more.
Critical Issues Forum, or CIF, is not necessarily just a club within our school. It's a group that talks internationally with other students from places such as Russia and Japan. They talk about the use of nuclear weapons and other nuclear issues. Now here's Patrick and I to interview some other students.
So Simon, what's your role in Critical Issues?
I was the president of the club.
And how do you like being the president in Critical Issues?
You know, it was fun. You know, I was the curator essentially. I brought everybody together and kind of directed what we were going to do for our final project.
And were you excited for the meeting that was going to come up?
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't be excited? You know, you're going off to Monterey, going to be meeting students not only from across the country, but also from other countries too. There were supposed to be some Russian and Japanese schools attending it. You know, I was pretty bummed out that we couldn't go.
Well, thank you for your time, and thank you for answering our questions.
Yeah, no problem.
Our government give some money and support this project. Government decide a topic what we research in the 1 year. Anyway, we belonging to the GLP project and the Global Leaders project, and we learn about the critical issues.
That program has 3 years, and during in real high school. Then first year I first learned about the GCP. I was so excited.
I think that this the Montreal CIF conference is a so previous opportunity. We can make friends like you.
This our learning is not wasted, and I think I can use to everything, everything in work.
So I want to ask you that, do you have any these plan? So
okay, so when we apply for a college or university or a job in general, we're being told to write about ourselves, and we're being told, what are the best things that you've done. And especially with the ability that, I could talk to you guys, or I could talk to a Russian student about what they think about it. It really adds to that, it really adds to how solid your knowledge can get. All right, so yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for, taking your time out of your day.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
This has been our segment on Critical Issues Forum. Thank you to Simon and the Japanese student for letting us interview them.
Thank you, Patrick.
Now here's Zomar with your ASB Minute.
What's up, iPoly? It's me, Zomar, and here's your ASB Minute. So, as you know, ASB is working on some cool stuff this week for the Quarantine Spirit Week. Those things include a Minecraft server, a radio talk show, a daily diary, and a TikTok. For the Minecraft server, the multiplayer address is ipoly.mc.gg. So if you're interested in joining, that's the address. We recreated the entire school. It looks really good, and you can join and do whatever you want on that server and play with your friends. So please join that. We also have the iPoly talk show, and we have the daily diary. Both of those will be on the iPoly Instagram. If you don't already follow the Instagram, you should, but the address is iPolyASB. So make sure you follow that account, and then we have a TikTok. On the TikTok, we're posting TikToks. So please follow our TikTok. Our TikTok is iPoly TikTok. So make sure you check all that stuff out. We're working really hard on all this stuff for you guys, and we hope you enjoy all of this. So that's your ASB Minute.
Thanks, Zomar. While all of us are stuck at home, many of us need to find ways to combat boredom while still being able to hang out with our friends. Many of us do this with video games. Here's Aman with the Inside Scoop.
As the days go by in quarantine, many people are keeping in touch through a wide manner of ways, be it through Instagram or through voice chats. But some people have also been keeping in touch and connecting with friends through video games.
My name is Aaron Patrona. I am a leader of the iPoly Gamers Collective. I've just been using games as just, just a way to have fun. That's about it. Go insane or think things tactically, or just to have fun and chill. As leader, I usually just sort of like, maybe just pull people and just sort of like, hey, you want to play this, or like, whatever. But most of the time I just sort of leave people as is if they're already doing something. And especially at this time of the interview, I'm also like trying to host like Jackbox game party or party games. Due to quarantine, we're just sort of just like there's some people aren't really online, so like I don't really have an opportunity to talk to them. Maybe they're taking this chance to go and get some sleep. It's just sort of there's less opportunity for me to actually connect.
I'm Luis Avila. I'm a sophomore and I'm a gamer. Oh, well, I've been playing online games with him, whether it's going against him in Smash or playing as a team in Overwatch. I host some private matches in Overwatch, and quite recently, I hosted a Smash Bros. Tournament for some kids at I&I Poly, and Mateo won, so hats off to him. Well, before the quarantine, me and my friends would play a lot of Smash together in class and at lunch, and now that the quarantine has affected us all, we can play Smash online. So, while the quarantine has affected my connection with my friends, it's not as bad as it would be.
Now back to News Desk.
Well, that's it for this episode of I&I Poly. I'm Jalen.
I'm Ryan.
And this has been your I&I Poly.